LinkedIn is the best social media platform from which to build a personal brand, whether it is to be found by recruiters to get your next job or to build your business. So today I am going to give you 8 tips to get an all-star level LinkedIn profile. And make sure you stay till the end because, there may be a special offer just for you. I'm Cassandra and I help motivated professionals build their careers and businesses through practical tips to build career confidence. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get into it, if you like LinkedIn content, please give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button, and then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new videos like this come out. I put them out on LinkedIn every Wednesday. I put them on YouTube, but about LinkedIn every Wednesday. Also, of course, connect with me on LinkedIn. You can find me over there and all my info is in the description box below. So now let's start talking about your profile. So number 1, you need a great photo. Now, this doesn't have to be fancy, okay? People equate great with like, oh, I have to get a professional headshot taken. No, you don't. We all have amazing cameras on our phones now, so put on a nice top, stand by a tree or a brick wall or something without a bunch of craziness in the background and have a friend take your photo. Just make sure there's no extra people in the background. You're not cutting anybody off. It's not a selfie, right? Anything like that. Other things to note, your fanciest day is not the photo that you want. So nothing of you as a bridesmaid or a bride, not in your graduation cap and gown. Those things are not it. We want you to look like somebody who's going to be on the job. So you want to look like you on your best day at work. Okay, so if you're looking at gaming, it's a t-shirt. If you are looking at finance, you're in a button-down shirt with a tie, or for women, maybe a button-down shirt and a blazer, but something that matches your industry. The reason this is so important is because when somebody searches for your area and you pop up, there are only 3 things they see. They see your name, your picture, and your headline, which brings us to tip number 2. Okay, tip number 2, you want a keyword-rich, SEO-friendly headline. What this means, take away the default headline. The default is always going to be your most recent title. So if you are still in college, it is going to say student. If you are in your first entry-level job and your job is like admin assistant or marketing assistant, that's what it's going to say. But you probably do so much more than that. So change it. You want it to have keywords in your headline. So tell me what you do and tell me who you do it for. So you could literally say, I help, and insert the types of people you help, do, and tell me what you do for them. On mine, I do have a title first. It says career consultant and speaker because I want to be found and searched for speaking. And then I put focused on, and I talk about the key areas I talk on. I talk on LinkedIn, I talk job search strategies, I talk networking opportunities, things like that. So those words are there so that I can be found in search. Okay, number 3, you need to add your experiences in the experience section. The easiest way to do this is to just copy paste your bullet points from your resume into that description box. So you will put the company name where it says company, your title where it says title, when you've worked there, and then there will be that description box. Just copy paste it over. It's going to be the easiest way. If you haven't done a resume, make sure in this section you are talking about what you do in the company, not what the company is. They don't need a description of the company. I can click on the company name and go straight to their company about page and read about them. I want to hear what you do in the company. Tip 4, do not sleep on the skills section. That skills section is vitally important because it is SEO friendly and one of the ways you will come up in search. So you want to make sure that you are putting your top skills in this section. In the beginning, I say aim for 10, and then as you gain more skills or think of more skills, try and max out that section. Tip number 5, still in skills, make sure your top 3 skills are listed first. LinkedIn changes their user interface all the time, but currently, as of the making of this video, only your top 3 skills are seen automatically when someone scrolls your profile. If they click on it, then it'll drop down and show everything, but most people are only going to see your top 3. You can move your skills around, so write your 10 down, put them in the system, and then decide what are the 3 that are most important and move those to the very top. This also seems to be the ones that you get, or that others will get more notifications and encouragement to endorse you on. And so you want to make sure the right skills are at the top. Okay, number 6, make sure to add projects to your profile. So you can add links out to other websites where maybe you've written a blog post or been featured somewhere. You can put PowerPoint slides of a presentation you're really proud of. You can put a link to a podcast you were on. You can add video. So anything that really showcases your work, you want to add in your profile as a project. And it's a really easy button on your editing side. You just click down and projects will be one of the options. Go in there and it'll walk you through fill in the blanks. Okay, so tip number 7 is don't overthink that about me section. Now, this is actually one of the sections that's towards the top, and you see that I skipped it and made this number 7. That is because people freak out about the about me and sit around and don't write it, and then think because they didn't write it, they can't connect with anyone yet, and so it delays the whole process. So first off, you don't have to have an About Me section to get started connecting on LinkedIn, but when you're ready to write it, don't overthink it, y'all. This is basically your introduction to others on LinkedIn. So please use I statements. I would not write my about me saying, Cassandra is blah, blah, blah. No, I say, I help, yada, 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 right? So use I. Think about what you want to share on LinkedIn and what you were hoping to learn and get from LinkedIn, and state those things in that section. You also can share something fun and personal about yourself. Now, of course, nothing too personal, but this is a great place to, towards the bottom of that section, just share some fun facts about you. I don't know if I have it on mine right now, but it would not be inappropriate for me to talk about how I only drink iced coffee even in 0-degree weather. It's just a fun little tidbit that someone who reads the section could then comment on in a message to me and say, hey, I love iced coffee too, right? It's weird things like that that will bond people. So don't be afraid to put a little bit of that in this section. And then last, this seems really obvious, but make sure to add your education. Most people do it, but they don't understand why they're doing it. That education section, once you've posted where you went to school, you are now added into your school's alumni network on LinkedIn. And the alumni feature on LinkedIn, I think, is the absolute best feature, and yet no one ever talks about it. I actually made a whole video about it, so if you want to learn more, I will put a card to it right here. It'll be in the description box. So make sure you add your education and add it properly so that you get filtered into your school's alumni network on LinkedIn. It's amazing, and it's going to be a game changer for you in your connection searches. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that video. That is it for today. I do want to give you one last freebie. I promised it at the beginning, and that is I have a free LinkedIn All-Star Profile Checklist. So it includes the things we talked about today, plus some other things to really get you started on the platform. If you want that, it is in the description box below. It's just a helpful way for you to go, yep, I have made sure I've done all the things to really jump in to the deep end of the LinkedIn pond, if you will, and get going, making connections and building your personal brand on the platform. So if this video was helpful, please give this one a thumbs up. Like I said before, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have a whole LinkedIn playlist for you that I'll put right here, and a lot of other resource videos in the description box below. So keep watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!